Welcome back to B&B for Phone, your absolute favorite destination for all the juiciest drama and behind-the-scenes secrets. Today is a spectacular day to dive deep into the chaotic, glamorous world of Los Angeles. Grab your coffee and get comfortable, because the rumors we are unpacking today are going to blow your mind and keep you on the edge of your seat. Let us jump right into the madness happening behind the closed doors of Forrester Creations, because the tea is piping hot. Fire him! That is exactly what we are all screaming at our screens right now as we watch the absolute train wreck that is RJ Forrester. If you have been following the recent episodes, you already know that the tension between Will Spencer and RJ has reached a boiling point, culminating in a physical scuffle right in the middle of the design house. But here's the surprise. RJ did not just stop at throwing punches. He took the most cowardly, underhanded route possible and actually managed to get Will fired. That's crazy! RJ intentionally orchestrated this dismissal purely to remove the thorn in his side, making it easier for him to swoop in, play the hero, and shamelessly flirt with Electra. He wants Will out of the building and out of Electra's life, and he used his family's corporate leverage to do it. Let's be honest. This selfish, manipulative move has sparked massive outrage within our fan community. I am seeing the comments, I am reading the forums, and fans are absolutely furious. People are rightfully calling RJ a coward. He is being labeled as a pathetic mama's boy who is constantly clinging to Brooke's skirt, hiding behind his mother's legacy to fight his battles because he is not man enough to win Electra's heart fairly. Instead of proving himself as a talented designer or a worthy partner, he is exploiting his family's immense power to play dirty against his romantic rival. I have to say, I completely agree with the backlash. I absolutely despise what RJ has become lately. He is walking around the showroom bad-mouthing every Spencer he can name-check, kissing Electra's hands like some cheesy romance novel protagonist, and acting incredibly entitled. And you won't believe what happens next. Will Spencer did not just pack up his desk and leave quietly. Oh no, he delivered a chilling, straightforward warning to RJ before walking out those doors. Will looked him dead in the eye and promised that RJ would deeply regret this cowardly decision. You have to remember who Will's father is. Bill Spencer does not raise losers, and the Spencer wrath is legendary in Los Angeles. Will is already dealing with the heartbreaking fallout of his messy relationship with Electra, the devastating departure of his roommate Dylan, and the toxic manipulation of Ivy Forrester. Being fired by a smug, entitled brat like RJ is the absolute last straw. The suspense is killing me because we all know Will is going to strike back, and when he does, it is going to be explosive. But how exactly will RJ face his downfall? This is where the most mind-blowing plot twists come into play. We are hearing massive rumors that the one and only Thomas Forrester is gearing up for a dramatic return to Los Angeles. Can you believe it? Thomas has always been fiercely protective of Forrester Creations. He views the company as his birthright and his sanctuary. If Thomas gets wind of the fact that RJ is turning the family business into his own personal high school playground, firing talented people just to clear his path to a girl, Thomas is going to be livid. We are talking about a full-blown sibling war that will shake the foundation of the company. Imagine the scene. Thomas striding through the glass doors of Forrester Creations, bypassing the receptionist and marching straight into the CEO's office. He is not going to tolerate this slow-paced plot of RJ's teenage angst, ruining the workplace dynamic. Thomas knows what it takes to actually build a brand, and he sees RJ as nothing more than a spoiled successor character who was handed everything on a silver platter. I can already picture Thomas standing in front of Ridge and Eric, demanding that they fire RJ immediately for the sheer embarrassment he is causing the Forrester name. Thomas will argue that RJ is a liability, a toxic presence who is prioritizing his messy love quadrangle over the integrity of Hope for the Future and Forrester Creations as a whole. But wait, the drama gets even deeper. What if Thomas's demand to fire RJ is not just based on this recent spat with Will? What if Thomas knows something far more sinister? There is a massive fan theory circulating that Thomas has uncovered RJ's dark past from 2 or 3 years ago. Think about it. RJ was away from Los Angeles for a significant amount of time, supposedly traveling and finding himself. But what really happened during those missing years? Did he get involved in something illegal? Did he ruin someone else's life? Did he commit a massive corporate fraud in Europe? If Thomas has dug up the skeletons in RJ's closet, he holds the ultimate trump card. Amazing. Just picture Thomas throwing a thick manila folder onto Ridge's desk, exposing every single dirty secret RJ has been hiding. Thomas could look Ridge in the eye and say, "You think Will Spencer is the problem? Look at what your golden boy was doing 2 years ago." If RJ truly has a dark, unforgivable history, Ridge and Eric would have absolutely no choice but to strip him of his titles and kick him out of the building. This would be the ultimate karma for RJ. He used his family power to get Will fired, and now his own family power wielded by his older brother will be the exact thing that destroys him. It is poetic justice, and I am entirely here for it. This potential showdown also perfectly collides with the current corporate war happening behind the scenes. Right now, Brooke is actively trying to push Steffi out of the co-CEO position. She actually made a seductive, manipulative offer to Ridge to take Steffi's spot to protect Hope's fashion line. Brooke is feeling incredibly confident and powerful right now. But if Thomas returns and exposes RJ's dark past, Brooke's entire world will shatter. How can she demand to be co-CEO when her own son is exposed as a manipulative, cowardly liability with a secret criminal or scandalous history? Thomas taking down RJ would simultaneously destroy Brooke's leverage over Ridge. It is a brilliant, multi-layered storyline that ties all the successor characters together in a web of deceit and power struggles. And let us not forget about Electra in all of this. Right now, RJ thinks he has won. He thinks that by getting Will fired, he has a clear path to shower Electra with flattery and kisses. But Electra is already on edge. She just found out that her Aunt Ivy manipulated her and ruined her relationship with Will. Electra is so furious that she is threatening to quit if Steffi does not fire Ivy. She hates manipulation. So, how do you think Electra will react when she finds out that RJ is just as manipulative as Ivy? When she realizes that RJ got Will fired purely out of jealousy and that he has a dark, twisted past that Thomas is exposing, she is going to be thoroughly disgusted. RJ's selfish move is going to backfire spectacularly, pushing Electra right back into Will's arms. I have to ask you guys, do you think Ridge has the backbone to actually fire RJ? We all know Ridge can be incredibly weak-willed, especially when Brooke is whispering in his ear. Ridge is already uncomfortable with Brooke's demands regarding Steffi, but he still agreed to consider it. If Thomas demands RJ's firing, Ridge will be caught in an impossible position between his two sons. However, RJ Forrester might be the deciding factor. Eric does not tolerate nonsense that threatens the legacy of his company. If Thomas presents undeniable proof of RJ's dark past and his current abuse of power, Eric might just slam his fist on the desk and order security to escort RJ off the premises. This is the kind of high-stakes, emotional storytelling we have been begging for. No more replacement actors dragging out boring storylines. We want real consequences. Will warning RJ that he will regret this is not just an empty threat, it is foreshadowing a massive downfall. I am praying that the writers bring Thomas back to be the executioner of RJ's career. It would validate all of our frustrations and deliver the ultimate satisfying payoff. What do you guys think? Will Thomas return to Los Angeles with dirt on RJ's missing ears? Will Ridge and Eric actually have the guts to fire Brooke's golden boy? And will Will Spencer get the ultimate revenge by watching his rival lose everything? Let me know all your thoughts, predictions, and wild theories in the comments below. I love reading your insights.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.